Okay, let's go. So down here, we have what? Things that you need, right? You have seen this so many times already, so I don't want to go through this, right? Don't waste time. So down here, this is supposed to be your homework, all right? Your homework, some of you did your homework. And not only that, you send me a message. Good job, all right? Some of you send me your message. Victoria Primary School is also Fairfield. Yeah, it's easier to get in from Fairfield Primary to Fairfield Secondary because we are affiliated. Yeah, so thankfully I managed to get in. Yeah, with a score of 196. Correct, but now it's totally different already. Totally different already. Yeah. All right, so down here, right, we are going to start off with the homework. Some of you did your homework, good job. But again, right, I want to say something. All right, you're in P5, P6 already. It's not about taking two numbers and try to just make a guess. Two numbers plus together. No. Or two numbers minus together. No, it's not about that anymore already. It's about what? Understanding the question. And from one clue, it must lead you on to another clue. You have to ask yourself, all right, in the class got 20 girls. Total people, 35. How many? Boys. Automatically, you must say there's 15 boys already. All right, so if there's 35 students, 20 are girls, obviously 15 are boys, right? Can you see not? So all this hidden clue, you must go and take it out and use it later. All right? So please understand that, right? You must really understand the question before you can proceed. Don't just take two numbers and put together already without any reasoning. All right, that's totally not your level. Primary 3, primary 4, okay, maybe I understand. All right, two numbers, 1 and 2, plus together lah, 3 lah. All right, or 1 and 2 minus all right, it's a 1 lah. All right, sorry, Amelia, I'd like you to have your video off, please. Thank you so much. All right, so please, all right, primary 3 and primary 4, that one's still acceptable, but primary 5, primary 6, come on, no, don't do that. All right. And the rest of you don't have the worksheet. Hey, don't like that lah. It's under the prerequisite. All right, it's under the prerequisite. You can actually download the worksheet. Okay. All right. I can see that many of you want to show me your faces. Thank you so much for it. But can I have the class as in the videos off for everybody, please? Thank you so much. Okay. So Loy, you did your homework. Good job. All right. Let's go into question 5, the homework. All right. This is on dash. So I have given you the answer. All right. This question is what I say. All right. If you have clue, just go and find out first. For instance, this, what do we have? Okay, the very first part, we have it as, we have it at dash had 60 Marvel figurines of Hulk. Hulk smash! Spider-Man, and Iron Man. Sorry, big kid now here. The ratio of the number of Hulks to Spider-Man to Iron Man is 273. All right, so at this moment, right, okay, let me try to close your video for you. Amelia, all right. So down here, right, I have this information. I have this information of what? I have this information of Hulk, which is H, is to what? Spider-Man, which is S, is to Iron Man, which is I. All right. Hey, those of you who have done your homework, right, can you please check your working? Okay. All right. So the ratio is 2:7:3. 2:7:3. And the question gives me a what? It gives me a 60. This is your total. So obviously the total must compare with what? Total must compare with total. Can you see? So if total compare with total, right? Okay. If total compares with total, I need to find out what is my total down here also. Can you see? So if there's 2 units of Hulk and 7 units of Spider-Man and 3 units of Iron Man, plus together, 7 plus 3, 10 plus 2, 12 units. And this 12 units is the total. You can compare with your 60 later. Is that okay? All right. So at this moment, right, since I have the total and total, I purposely what? I purposely go and find out what is 1 unit. So that I can have Iron Man, I can have Spider-Man, I can have Hulk. How many of the how many of each are there? Can you see or not? All right. So total compared with total. So I can say that 12 units here equal to what? Is equal to your 60 figurines. Can you see? Always look for 1 unit first. All right. That's my way of doing. So 12, how to get to 1? 12 divided by 12 is 1. So 60 must divide by 12 also to give you a 5. Is that okay? So Hulk, Hulk got 2 units. So I purposely go and find 2 units. 2 units is 5 times 2 is what? Is equal to 10. 10 what? I put down here Hulk, just to remind me. All right. So 10 is the number of Hulks. Can? Sorry. Yeah, I'm in green. Green is for Hawk, right? Okay, never mind. Not funny. Okay, so how many Spider-Man are there? 7 units of Spider-Man. So I purposely go and find out Spider-Man got how many or so. All right, since 1 unit is what? 1 unit is 5. All right, 1 unit is 5. 7 of it, 5 times 7 is 35. 35 is what? Spider-Man, Spider-Man. All right, and we have 3 units of Iron Man. All right, 3 units of Iron Man. 1 unit is a 5. 5 times 3 will give you a 15 one. 15 is Iron Man. Can you see this? So did the question ask me how many Spider-Man are there? No, but I just want to find. Why? I can. Simple as that. All right. Did the question ask me to find how many is Iron Man? Never. But why you do it? Because I can. I have the total. I can look for it. Why not? So that I have more clues. All right. And it's very fast. It's not a waste of time. And this question, you can press your calculator. So don't say it's a waste of time and all this. More clues for you, why not? And every time you have the number down there, put a bracket. What does that represent? That represents Spider-Man. What does that number represent? That number represents Hawk. All right. So it gives you an idea what that number represents. Okay? Every single number, it must tell you what is it. And you must know every single number, what that means. That is the important part in P5 and P6. All right? Don't just anyhow plus lah. No, cannot already. All right? No such things already. Okay, come. So now, let's move on because there's nothing much we can do already. So he went out, Dash went out and buy another 36 more figurines. As a result, right, the number of Hawk Smash was increased by 50%. So Hawk, question say, was increased by 50%. Was increased by 50%. But again, right, 50% is in percentage, right? So if you don't like percentage, right, you can easily change the percent to what? Can change the percent to a fraction. Because remember, big 4, all right? Percentage, ratio, decimal, fraction, they are all friends. They are all related. So 50% very familiar. Yes, you can make a percentage to a fraction. 50 over 100. All right, 50% simply means 50 over 100. And 50 over 100, right, can be represented as what? Half. Do you know that? So the numbers down here is what? Hawk was increased by half. Half means what? In the beginning, Hawk got how many? In the beginning, Hawk got 10. So what is half of 10? Oh, half of 10 is what? Half of 10 means half times 10 will give you what? A 5 lah. All right. So you read it as what? You read it as Hawk was increased by 5. Hawk was increased by 50%. 50% means 50 over 100. It can be written as a fraction as 1 over 2. So what is 1 over 2? Half lah. Half of what? Already got 10 Hawk already. Half of 10 is a 5. All right. So you can read as Hawk was increased by 5. Means that now, how many new Hawk are there? All right. How many new Hawk are there? All right. So total new Hawk is 5 plus what? Just now I have the 10 Hawk in the beginning, right? So now, right, what's my new Hawk number? All right, now my new Hawk number is 15. Can you see? Okay. Oh, hello, Chocolate. You finally got a haircut. Yes, thank you, Kevin. Nice, right? Then that is on what? That's on Hawk. Next portion is talking about what? Next portion is talking about Spider-Man. Spider-Man figurine was increased by 20%. So I write Spider-Man. Spider was increased. Increased by what? Increased by 20%. Again, 20% means what? All right, 20% I can write it as a fraction. Don't worry, because they are the same, big 4. 20 over 100. Reduce to lowest term, make the fraction easier to see. Divide by 10, equivalent fraction to give you 2 over 10. Divide by 2 to give you 1 over 5. Can you see? So Spider-Man was increased by 1 over 5. But in the beginning, right? In the beginning, Spider-Man got what? 35, right? So what is 1 over 5 of 35? Increased by 1 over 5. So 1 over 5 of 35 is what? It's actually a 1 over 5 times 35. So if you can, press your calculator. If not, you can use your cancelling method. You should get a 7 here. So what is the new Spider-Man here? What is the new Spider-Man? All right. So you got an extra 7 Spider-Man plus what? Plus in the beginning, there's a 35 Spider-Man. All right. And total now, your new Spider-Man will be equal to 7 plus 35 is 42. Can you see? Can you see that? Reka, you say Why you do half times 10? Look at the question. Question say that it increased by 50%, means that it increased by half. So it means that actually you got one hole already, Rika. This is like one hole already. You have actually one hole. All right. But you're supposed to increase by another half. Increase by another half means what? What is half of one hole? Isn't it like that? This is like that. You must increase by another one of these, right? Can you see that? All right, that's called increasing by half. That's the meaning. Can? So wait, let me close some of the videos for you guys first. All right, so at this moment, Erica, can you see the one hole, right? The one hole actually means what? The one hole for hawk, right, actually means 10. So down here actually means 10. This is like one hole. All right, in the beginning got 10 hawk, right? So one hole can be cut into two of these boxes, right? So one of the box is like what? 5 lah. So this is a 5 one. So another way of doing is what? Simply just take half times 10, which is a 5. So you increase by 5 hawk. Can you see? All right. So Chocolate, what's up? You are saying that somebody's video is still on, is it? All right. But honestly, I think that this, but it's not okay. All right. Maybe can I get all of you to off your video, because later people say unfair. How come that person's video can be off, and how come my video cannot be off? Hey, all these are very small things lah. Can we focus on the important things, please? Can, please? All right. Hey, Charlotte, why you got 8.4 units? Can I also find 8.4 units? Where got 8.4 units? Where do you find 8.4? Can you write in the message? Yeah, then I can. Yeah. Okay, so now we know that new Spider-Man, right? New Spider-Man is 42 and new Hawk is 15. Okay, hey, look at the yellow color. Yellow color is what they have in the first place, right? Yellow color is what they have in the first place. So 5 is the what? 5 is the increase of Hawk. 7 is the increase of Spider-Man. Isra, Iron Man increased by 24? I think so. Let me use my calculator. 36 minus 5 minus 7. Yes, 24. Smart girl. All right, smart girl. All right, so that is the extra clue. Because there's a 36, what? There's a 36. He bought 36 more. But this 36 consists of what? This 36 inside consists of 5 new Hawk. It consists of 7 new Spider-Man, which means that 36 minus 5 minus 7 is 24. 24 what? 24 is the increase. Increase for who? 24 is the increase for your Iron Man. Can you see it or not? So all this information again, I even haven't finished reading the what? I haven't even finished reading the question. Now the question says, find the percentage increase in the number of Iron Man figurines. Okay, but wait. The bottom, this 24, right? 24 is the increase in Iron Man. All right, this 24 is the increase in Iron Man. Can I purposely find what is the new Iron Man now? All right, what is the new Iron Man? All right, new Iron Man. So in the beginning, right? In the beginning, I have 15 Iron Man, but now increased by 24. So 24 plus what? 24 plus the, in the beginning, 15. That will give me 39, is it? So 39 is the new Iron Man. All right, let me write it in white color. Okay, 39 is the new Iron Man. This is Iron Man. Okay. So what is happening? Thank you, Isra. And yes, net Keith, 160% is correct. All right. So down here, they're looking for the what? Percentage increase. What's the meaning of percentage increase? Yes, I remember I told you this formula. All right. I remember I told you this formula. And what's the formula? The formula is percentage increase is equal to percentage increase or decrease, or percentage change is equal to the differences over what? Differences over the original times 100%. Can you see? And our focus here is on Iron Man. So in the beginning, Iron Man is 15 on the left. Can you see? At the end, 39 is your Iron Man. Can you see now? So in the beginning got 15. At the end got 39. So you must find the differences first. Differences means big minus small over the original. Originally, you got only 15 Iron Man. Remember? This whole thing times 100%. And here you got to just press your calculator. Come on. Index finger to your calculator. 39 minus 15. divide by 15 times 100. And your answer, 160%. Huh, sure. Percentage got more than 100? Yes, got. All right, so that's the way to do it. Can? All right, so that's one of your homework lah. Can you see not? Looking at the numbers, you are supposed to what? Slowly get out more information. They never ask you how many Hawk you have. They never ask you how many Spider-Man you have. But what do? Can you find them out? Why not? Look for it lah. All right, because you can. Simple as that. What happens to mental sum? LOL, sell it. Very funny. Huh? All right, so today not using mental sum already. You know why? Cut hair. So cut hair, no more mental. No lah, crazy. All right. All right, so let's go on to the next question, question 7. Joshua, we are doing geometry today, obviously. You printed the worksheet, right? Just now you said that you printed the worksheet. Yes. All right. Question 7 here. We are talking about adults and children. Can? Let's take a look at this question. There were some adults and children at a seminar, all right? Maybe they attend some, I don't know, my seminar. 65 children left halfway. 190 more people join in. So actually, right, it is like that. Maybe, let me just draw for fun. Maybe in the beginning it's like that. This is in the beginning. Okay, this is in the beginning. All right, this is the total in the beginning. Then what happened? All right, then got 65 children left. Yeah, you know why? Because I too naggy. I talk too much. All right, so they left. So 65 of them left. So this portion, 65 left. All right, this is 65 left. Then what happened again? 190 more join in. Woo! All the men. Oh, men support me. So down here, right, from down here, more people join. What? Come out, more people. All right, so down here, 190 more men join. So eventually, right, what is happening is this portion is still down here. All right, this portion is still down here. And can you see it? This will be my what? This will be my new total. So at the end of the day, right, the new total. All right, at the end of the day, the total will be more. Can you see it? All right, so even though 65 left, never mind. 190 still came, what? So eventually my total will still be more. All right, can you see? More? Yeah? All right, so that's just the idea. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I never copy finish. Okay, sorry, Rekha. This one. Can you quickly just take a picture? All right, just take a picture of these workings and later you can copy into your worksheet. Can? Actually, the better thing, right, is not to copy. The better thing is to understand what I'm trying to say. Once you can understand what I'm trying to say, right, you understand, you fully recall, you fully have it inside your head. Then after that, after the lesson, what you do? You go and attempt the question yourself again. All right? You go and attempt the question yourself again with this memory in your head. All right? Then you say, suddenly I lost. I don't know what to do. Don't worry. In 2 days later, right, this recording will be put up on YouTube. You'll still be able to go and to look at the step-by-step solution. All right? So my advice to you is, all right, if you cannot copy, it's okay. All right? Understand first. Understand what is happening. Once you can understand, after the lesson, you go and try it yourself. And once you can get it, I tell you, the feeling is very good. Right? Yes, I got it. That kind of feeling, I tell you, it feels so good. All right? So always have this kind of feeling. Always try it by yourself. That's the best. Okay? This is not geometry. This is me nagging at you. All right? This is just me nagging at you. Actually, this was the last week's homework. All right, Corey and Kevin. All right, so this is the last week's homework. I'm just going through the last week's homework. All right, if you are new, just to let you know, all this homework I will go through first before going into geometry. All right. Symmetry, no, not doing symmetry. It's too simple. Symmetry is, just left, right, the same thing. And it's about drawing and all this. All right, let's talk about question 7. Quick, All right, for those who are asking to do geometry, please be patient a little bit. All right, this is the homework from last week. All right, we are just going through the homework. Okay, for those who are new, be patient. All right, so what is happening? As a result, the percentage of women in the seminar decreased from 36% to 24%. All right, so we are just talking about women here. The focus is on women. But weird, Did women left the hall? Or did women enter the hall? No what? So weird. All right, but how come the women, right, actually from 36% in the beginning, right, in the beginning is 36%. 36% I can purposely put as what? Put as fraction because I like fraction. All right, big 4, right? Big 4, I will always choose to do my questions in fraction. Fraction and ratio actually. All right, so sometimes percentage, right, I will purposely put it as a fraction. So 36% means 36 over 100, right? You press your calculator, 36 over 100, it gives you a what? 9 over 25. So in the beginning is 9 over 25. Okay? At the end of the day, what happened? At the end of the day, the ratio becomes 24%. For what? For women. But the weird thing is what? Women never increase, never decrease. But how come the percentage can move? All right. So 24% once again as a fraction is 24 over 100. You put it as your what? As a fraction into the lowest term, 6 over 25. Can you see? Okay. So as I was saying, if the woman never comes in or never goes out, right? How come the number here is a 9 and down here is a 6? The numerator for both fraction is talking to the is referring to the women, right? All right, but why is 1 9 and 1 6? Something's wrong. How can it be? All right, the women never come in, the women never leave the seminar. How come the number is 9 and 6? So at this moment, you must understand that the 9 and 6, right? They are at different level. Yes, you must make the same. All right, you're supposed to make 9 and 6 the same. How? You look for something called the lowest common multiple. 9 times table, 9, 18, 27. 6 times table, 6, 12, 18. Can you see the word 18? Can you hear the number 18? It keeps repeating. So 18 is the what? 18 is the lowest common multiple. Ishra, don't use 54. Don't use 54. Don't take 6 times 9. It's too big. Always take a smaller number. Take the lowest common multiple. 18 will be best. All right, 18 will be best. Ishra, all right. So down here, right, 9 and 6, right, I purposely try to make it to 18. Times what? Times 2 here, times 3 down here. But remember, equivalent fraction, right? Whatever you do to the numerator, you must do to the denominator. So you purposely make it as 18 over 50. And this one, you make it as 18 over 75. Whoa! Are you happy? Are you happy now? Why are you happy? Because 18 in the beginning, 18 units in the beginning is woman. At the end of the day, 18 units is also woman. And it's correct. Women never leave. They never what? They never come in also. All right. So now the numerator is the same. Happy? Happy. So what does the 50 represents? What does this 50 represents? This 50 represents the total in the beginning. Correct or not? And this 75, what does this 75 represents? It represents the total at the end. Woo! All right. So now what can we do? Let's take a look at the question A. Question A says, find the percentage increase in the total number of people at the seminar. So we're looking for percentage increase of the total number. We have the total in the beginning. We have the total at the end. Can we find the percentage increase? Yes, we can. So percentage increase is equal to what? Percentage increase, all right, is equal to the same thing, the differences over the original times 100%. All right, use this, very useful. Differences means what? Big minus small. Yes, Rekha is 50%. Good. Big minus small. What is the big number? Big number is 75. What is the small number? 50. And what is the originally? Originally means in the beginning got 50 units of people times 100. All right, and here is where you press your calculator. 75 minus 50 is a 25 divided by 50 times 100. Answer will be a 50%. Woo! And that will be your answer. Easy or not? Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Yeah. So at least you can get part A. Then let's try to secure part B also. Okay. So what's for part B? Let's take a look. Part B, they say, find the number of women at the seminar. Remember, women never change, huh? Okay. So, you look at the total. In the beginning, got 50 units. At the end, got 75 units. How come there's a difference? Oh, because got more men came in and some children left. All right, there's still what? There's still this portion that is excess. Can you see my model diagram? All right, there's still this portion that is excess. What? Can you see? So in this case, how many units increase? From 50 to 75. So 75 units, all right? At the end, the total is 75 units minus in the beginning, 50 units in the beginning. So there's a 25 units what? Increase. All right, there's a 25 units increase in the total number of people. And this number of people increase is because of what? All right, net Keith, answer is 90 is correct. 25 units is 125, correct, Isra, you're right, you're on the right track. All right, so this increase is due to what? It's due to, yes, More men. Yes, more men. More men. 190 men came. But remember, got 65 children left, right? But there's still an increase. There's still an increase. So don't worry about that. More men came in. All right, 65 children went. So 190 minus 65 is a 125 what? 125 people. Increase. All right, increase. So can you see something? Increase compare with increase. Fair or not? Very fair. Yes, Kevin, answer is 90. Good job. Reka also. All right, Korea also, Korea. All right, so you can say that 25 units, right? 25 units is equal to 125 people. All right, you can look for 1 unit easily. How? 125 divided by 25 to give you a what? To give you a 5. Is that true? Is it true? I think so. So remember, women got how many units? Women got 18 units. All right, 18 units at the beginning, 18 units at the end. 18 times 5 will give you a 90 women. Woohoo! Answer. Can you see? Wow, I feel so good, you know, once I get it. All right, and somehow it's a whole number. I know that I'm on the right track already. All right, Sophia, you're showing me what your answer, is it? All right. If you can get these steps, all right, correct. If you can understand every single number, I think you already benefited from this question already. Cool. All right. Chloe, you have a question? Okay, wait, let me unmute you. But wait, let me see my mouse first. Where's my mouse? Okay. Chloe, let me search for your name. If you have a question relating to the question, relating to the question, yes, you can let me know. Yes, Chloe, you're on.
Teacher, right? I don't understand why you times 2 for the percentage of the woman and you times 3 for the man.
Okay, Chloe, looking at the entire question, right? Looking at the entire question, did the question talk anything about women?
Huh?
No, right? Did the question say anything about women?
No.
No, right? They only talk about children living and they only talk about men coming in, right?
Uh-huh.
But the women inside the hall, right? The women in the seminar got changed or not? For example, Chloe, let's say there are 10 people, there are 10 people inside this room, right? And 5 of them are women. Okay? And the other 5, right? Out of these 5, got 3 are men and 2 are children. Can? Then what happened is these 2 children, they left. All right, the 2 children, they left. Then another 3 men comes in. So another 3 men come in means total got 6 men, right?
Yeah.
Then the 5 women, is it still there?
Yeah.
Yes. So the woman, right? The women, right, in the beginning and at the end is still the 5, right? Never change, right?
Okay.
Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah.
So you must understand that the women never change because in the beginning is 5, at the end is still 5. So women never change. It's the children that is living and it's the man that is coming in. So nothing to do with the women, right?
Yeah.
So if you understand that, right, that is a very important thing. Women never change. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, then you have to look at the 2 fractions. In the beginning, the fraction is 9 over 25.
Yeah.
9 stands for the number of women. Then you look at the second fraction, 6 over 25. The 6 represents the number of women again. Got problem. How come in the beginning it's 9? How come at the end it's 6? Something is wrong. Correct or not? Just now we already said it. We already said that women never change. Never. It's not changing. It's still the same number, right? But now how come the women in the beginning is 9, at the end is 6? Something is wrong, right? Yeah. So if something is wrong, right? So what do? You must try to look for a common number, which makes the women the same number. So 9, right? 9 timetable is 9, 18, 27. Is that true? 6 timetable is 6, 12, 18. Is that true?
Yeah.
So 18 and 18, they are the same numbers, right?
Yeah.
So we must try to make what? The numerator to become the same number. Why can we do that? Because something called equivalent fraction. Do you know what's the meaning of equivalent fraction?
Yeah.
It's like 1 over 2 is the same as 2 over 4, which is the same as 3 over 6, which is the same as 4 over 8. Can you see or not?
That means like if you change it to simplest form.
Yes, that means you can change to simplest form or you can actually increase it. So don't want to divide by something, you can actually times. It's the same thing. All right. Divide is to make it to a simplest form. But here, what do? I purposely make it what? The numerator as the same. Can you see now? I purposely make the numerator as the same. So I want to make it to a same 18. So how do I get 18? 9 need to times 2 to give me a 18. Can you see now?
Yeah.
So if my numerator times 2, my denominator also need to times 2 lah. Correct? Then my second fraction, 6. How to get the 18? I need to times 3 lah. So if my numerator times 3, my denominator also need to times 3. All right, this is called making the numerator the same. Correct, Ishra, thank you. All right, you have to make the numerator 18 and 18 the same. How come? Because the 18 represents women, and women never change in number. They should be the same number. Can you see or not?
Yeah.
So this one is actually, you can link to maybe a bit of ratio. Ratio, there's one lesson, I think previous 2 weeks ago, I talked about one item never change.
Okay.
All right, so you can go and revise on the ratio portion.
Okay.
Okay, I hope you understand it, answer your question.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's move on. Got one student, oh, very nice, this student, very, very nice, Charlotte, say that, sorry, teacher Ben, I need to go off now. Okay, and I will rewatch your video later. Excellent. All right, yes. So if you have something to do, right, please, all right, you can actually, you know, then after that, when you have the right time, right, maybe he's rushing to go somewhere, I don't know. All right, so when it is the right time, come back to rewatch the video. That's why we are here, you see. All right. So this question, this video will not run away one, all right? It's already on recording and you can get this easily, okay? All right, so let's go on to the next portion, which is on geometry. All right, Chloe, thanks for your question. All right, let's move on. Okay, so basic angles down here on geometry. Actually, geometry is the best can score one. And usually, right, in your those section, in your those paper 2, right, there will be one that's about 4 marks, 5 marks. Oh, that is the part whereby you try to score. All right, for the P5 and P6, very nice to score one. But obviously, you need to know some of the basic rules lah. All right, so some of the basic angles that you know, need to know is like that. The first one. All right, so this is not on your worksheet. All right, you can write it inside your exercise book. All right, Brian, it's not hard. Come on, can do it one. Trust me. All right, so down here, right, what do you have? So for instance, this is a what? This is a right angle, right? And a right angle means what? The whole thing here is a 90 degrees. Is that okay? And sometimes, right, the question say, I want to cut like that. I say that this portion here is a 30 degrees. What is angle A? Easy. Angle A is 90 minus 30. Can you see not? So angle A is simply, right, because the whole thing is a 90 degrees. All right, 90 degrees is the whole thing. You minus the 30 degrees. All right, so angle A will be a 60 degrees. Oh. Can you see not? So these are the basic things I want to talk to you about. Oh, yes, a lot of them 60, 60, 60, 60. All right. So I think that some students want me to help them change their name. All this not very important yet. All right, not very important. Let me go through these important things first. Then later during the break time, then we talk about changing name and all this. All right, so don't worry. All right. So 90 minus 30 is 60. So that's how we find the angle. No? Can? Next one, right? Besides having the 91, right, we also have something called the what? The 181, like that one, straight line. All right, so this entire thing is a what? 180 degrees. Then here comes this line. Here comes one line that cuts. All right, and they say that maybe this portion is a 60 degrees. And they call this angle B. How do you find angle B? Easy lah. Angle B is equal to, you take 180 degrees, all right, the yellow portion, the whole thing, minus away the what? Minus away the 60 degrees on the right. So 180 minus 60 will give you 120 degrees. So angle B is 120 degrees. Very simple. All right. Yes, Celine, triangles is 180, what, 3 sides? Yeah. I'll be talking about that later. All right. 60 degrees is 2/3 of right angle and 30 degrees is 1/3 of right angle. Kavin, that is correct also. All right. Okay, so next one, another angle that you all need to know is this one. Very, very common one. One entire round. All right. So something like that. Okay. So if you have, maybe you have one entire round like that. Okay. One entire round is how many degrees? One entire round, right? Yeah, marks my circle, not nice. All right, one entire round like that, right, is what? Is 360 degrees. This is called angle at a point. All right, angle, boy, yes, Titus, thank you, 360. Chocolate, thank you, 360. All right, so if I say that this angle here, angle green here again, all right, angle green here is, let's say, 70 degrees. All right, this portion is 70 degrees. All right, what is the entire angle here? We call this angle C. So angle C will be equal, once again, you take 360 degree, the entire one round, minus away the 70 degrees. Okay, that will give you a 290 degrees. Is that okay or not? All right, it's nothing difficult yet. All right, it's nothing difficult. Yes, JJ, thank you, 290. All right, it's actually quite simple at this moment. All right, and another one very common one. Another very common one is like that. Zap. All right, the what? X-Men. No, the X. All right, this one and this one, right? AB must be a straight line. CD must also be a straight line. This is what? This is called opposite angles. Shanice, very good. Very fast. So this portion here, angle yellow, this is angle yellow, must be equal to angle yellow here. All right, let's say angle yellow is 80 degrees. All right, so opposite angles must be what? 80 degrees. This is called vertically opposite angle. Yes, Xiaolin, vertically opposite angles. All right, and which also means the angle rate down here, all right, angle rate down here and angle rate down here must be the same. All right, because it is X-Men, or on top and below is the same, left and right must be the same. So if they are on a straight line, down here will be what? Down here will be 100 degrees, and down here will be 100 degrees. Can you see or not? Vertically opposite angles. Very, very... No, angle rate is not 50. Hey, Xiaolin. No. Angle rate is 100. All right, because they are on a straight line. So if you have 80 on one portion, the other portion is 180 minus 80 is 100. All right, it's not 50, Xiaolin. All right, so 100 plus 80 is 180. Then plus another 180 is 360. That's angle around this 1 point. Can you see? All right, so these are the easy one. Okay, so next, what do we have? We have some of the common shapes that you need to know. Okay, first of all, it's called a what? A triangle. All right, so I want to talk about the more important triangle. Okay, this is called a what? This is called a isosceles triangle. Spelling must know how to spell. ISOSCELES. This is called isosceles triangle. All right, and my student taught me this. Seriously, my student teach me this as a what? It looks like a what? It looks like a mouse. Huh? We got mouse. This is like the ear of the mouse. Can you see not? This is like the ear. Then this is like the whiskers of the mouse. Can you see? All right. So the ears, right, must balance right? It's not one big one ear, one small ear. Then how to walk? Can you see not? So the both ears must balance, right? So the base, right, must be the same. So these two angle green and angle green must be the same. So for example, if I give you the top angle, if I give you angle white, this shaded white, if I give you the nose of the mouse, can you see the mouse? Is my drawing nice? Nice, right? If I give you the nose of the mouse at 70 degrees, how do you find the ears? All right, you must know that, right? You must know that isosceles triangle or whatever triangle, they must add up to 180 degrees. All right, so you simply go and find this angle D. Let's call this angle D. All right, angle D is equal to, you take 180 degrees, because a triangle, all the angles inside a triangle, yes, Calvin is 55 is correct. 180 minus what? 70 degrees minus the nose. All right, then you have to divide by what? Divide by 2. How come? Because the 2 years are balanced. So you are only looking for one of the years. So you divide by 2. Can? So 180 minus 70 is 110. 110 divided by 2 is 55. Can you understand? All right. So that is how you look for the years of the isosceles triangle. So angle D in this case will be 55 degrees. Is that okay? All right. Which means that angle E is also 55 degrees because both years must balance. Can you see or not? Can you explain again for chocolate? Which one? The Y must minus 70, is it? Okay, because all the angles in the triangle adds up to 180, whichever triangle. So if I have another triangle here, this triangle, right, I call it a equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. All right, the meaning of equilateral triangle means what? All the 3 angles here, here, and here, they are equal. So how do you find one side? All right, how do you find one side? Simply just take what? All right, simply just take, this is angle F, G, and H. All right, simply just take angle F is equal to 180 because all the triangle, any triangle, the sum will add up to 180. Divide by 3. How come? Because got 3 equal angle. Therefore, 60 degrees is your answer for this equilateral triangle. So angle G is also 60. Angle H is also 60. All right, so whatever triangle it will be, always 180. So going back to the isosceles triangle, all right, the meaning of isosceles means that the base angles, right, the ears of the mouse must be the same. All right, the ears portion must be the same. So I purposely take what? 180 minus away the nose first to give you 110. And this 110, you have to split into 2 because the 2 ears are of equal weight, or you can say that equal angles. All right, so 110 divided by 2 will be a 55. How do you get 180? Chocolate. You have to know this. All right, angles in a triangle add up to 180. All right, this is confirmed. It's fixed. It's like a formula. Angles in any 4-sided shape is 360. All right, so angles in a triangle adds up to 180 degrees. This one you have to know. All right. It's not how do I get it, it is. All right. It's just like math, right? Math, there are certain rules that you have to follow. That is one of them. All right. So down here, we are going into something called a 4-sided shape here. What about a 4-sided shape? This is called a what? This is called like a rectangle. So do you know, Chocolate, rectangle, rectangle, all the 4 corners is what? 90, 90, 90, 90. Do you know that any 4-sided shape, the angles add up to 360? All right. Chocolate, your teacher never teach you. It's okay. I teach you. All right. Don't worry. All right. So this one you know. All right. It's 360. This one you know. For triangles, it's 180. The same thing. Why is it rectangle is 360? Oh, because my teacher teach you. Okay. Now triangle is 180. Why? I teach you. Can? All right. So down here, a rectangle, the 4 corners add up is, okay, very good. It's 90, 90, 90, 90. A square also. A square also. All right, this is called a square. All right, a square got 4 equal sides, right? And the corner is also 90, 90, 90, 90. Do they add up to 360? Yes, they do. Same thing. So this is called a square. Another shape that you need to know. Another shape you need to know is what? This is called a parallelogram. All right, this is called a parallelogram. And a parallelogram got what? Got 4 corners also. Yes. And they also must add up to what? Yes, they also must add up to 360. All right, why? Because it's a 4-sided shape. It's just a 4-sided shape. Yeah. All right. And besides that, there's another shape like this one. All right, the sides are the same. The sides are the same in length. This is called a what? This is called a rhombus. So all this spelling, right, please learn to spell them correctly, okay? And 4 corners add up is equal to 360 degrees again. Why? Because they are 4-sided shape. All right, they are 4-sided shape. Can? Yes, and trapezium. Trapezium is for the first question. Joshua must learn how to spell your trapezium. A bit spelling wrong. Later I teach you how to spell. Can? All right, so these are very, very basic angles that you need to know before I can go on. Can? And they are perpendicular. Yes, Chocolate, perpendicular. I think you're in primary 3, is it? Primary 3, you learn perpendicular and parallel. Yes. All right, primary 5. Then primary 5, you must know all these. All right, Chocolate. Okay. All right, so moving on. Something called parallel line. Okay, parallel lines also, there are 3 very important rules that you need to know. First rule, parallel. Can you see that the yellow is parallel to the yellow? All right, the yellow line is parallel to the yellow line. Chloe, you take a picture. Okay, come, take a picture. Okay, Chloe? Okay. So down here, right, parallel lines, right, the yellow and yellow, they are parallel. All right. So do you see an alphabet? Do you see the Z alphabet here? Check this out. Do you see the Z here? Do you see the Z here? All right, this is one of the very important rule within a parallel lines. All right. So not yet lah. Chloe, hurry up, please. Okay. Okay, so down here, right, between a pair of parallel lines, do you see the Z? All right, the Z, can you see the Z? So this Z, right, this red part, yes, this Z, all right, if you can see it, very good. The joint means the place that it turns, down here. Here and here, they are equal. All right, this angle, this red angle, and this red angle is equal, okay, because of the Z. So down here, if the angle here is a 60 degrees, this one will also be a 60 degrees. This is called the Z rule. Very, very useful. All right, this is called the Z rule. It's one of the rules that you need to know for parallel lines. Can? Okay, then can you see another Z or not? There's another Z down here. Very ugly one, very hard to see. All right, but you try to see. Can you see that this Z is like the opposite? It's like a mirror image here, here, and here. Can you see this Z here? All right, it's not that nice but it's like the opposite of a normal Z. So this angle here, right? Do you know that this angle white here, all right, this angle white here, let's say is 120 degrees here, is equal to down here, 120 degrees also. All right, so the Z rule is equal. All right, so rule number 1 is the Z rule. Thank you, Chocolate, you got it. All right, rule number 2 is the F rule. All right, let's look at the red color line again. Can you see the alphabet F? Do you see the F here? Do you see the F? Once again, these 3 rules, right? There's one more rule. These 3 rules is what? They must be within a pair of parallel lines. So this yellow and yellow must be parallel. All right, Loy, hi. All right, hi. Okay, hi. Okay, so if you see the F rule, right? Very good, very good. So the F rule down here, this red color portion and this red color portion, they are the same again. All right, so if this red color portion, let's say is 100 degrees, this one is also a 100 degrees. Can you see that? All right, there's a mirror image F. Yes, Chocolate, you're right, you're getting it. All right, there's a there's a F, which is mirror image like that. Look, all right. So this is like a mirror image F. Can you see? And if this portion here, let's say is 80 degrees, the bottom portion here is also 80 degrees. So we have the Z rule, we have the F rule, and the last rule is the U rule. All right. Joshua, you keep asking about pentagon. First thing, your pentagon spelled wrongly. All right, pentagon is P-E-N-T-A-G-O-N. Pentagon is a 5-sided shape. Yes, they have angles. All right, how do you want to find? Sec 1. Sec 1, I'll teach you. Okay, and yes, the third rule, the second rule is the F rule, correct? And the last rule, all right, the last rule is the U rule. All right, the U rule here. So down here, do you see a U? The red color U, You see the U here? Okay. So again, right, it must be within a pair of parallel lines. The yellow lines are the parallel lines. And this rule are very important. These 2 angles, they are facing each other. Can you see that they are facing each other within the parallel lines? They must add up to 180 degrees. So if I give you one of them, down here as, let's say, 70 degrees, what is angle? What is angle X here? So you can say that angle X is equal to 180 degrees minus the 70 degrees to give you 110 degrees. So ultimately, you have something called the Z, the F, and the U rule. All right, and they must be within the parallel lines. Talking about this, let me talk a little bit about the rhombus. All right, I think it's very important because the rhombus got 2 pairs of parallel lines, same as the parallelogram. All right, so this is something called a rhombus here. You need to know this. Okay, so if you can see the parallel lines, right, can you see the U rule? All right, which means that this angle here plus this angle here, they must add up to 180. So for example, this is, let's say, 70 degrees. This one will be what? Simply 180 minus 70 to give you 110 degrees. Can you see? How come? Because they are between a pair of parallel lines. The U rule. Can you see the U down here? Okay, so down here, there's this U rule down here. Okay, there's this U rule down here. Oops. Sorry, I think the mouse is giving me trouble. So this is the U rule. Okay, these are the parallel lines. And very, very important, very, very important, if I cut this in the center like this, all right, what happened? Do you know that these two corner angles becomes a what? These two corner white angles, right? These two corner white angles becomes they are actually the same. All right, how come? Because it becomes a what? It becomes like a isosceles triangle like that. Can you see? Like that. So I draw, so down here is like your 70 degrees. And this is like the year of the mouse, right? So how do you find one of these? How do you find one of these shaded white color? All right, you have to take 180 degrees minus your 70 degrees, divide by 2. That will still give you a 55 degrees, I believe. Can you see? So for rhombus, you can do that. For rhombus, you can do that. For square, what happened? Look, this is a square. All four sides the same. The corner here is 90. If I take a line and I cut it right in the center, what happened? What happened? All right, the corner, one angle is how much? All right, this portion, one of the angle becomes 45 degrees. How come? Because I have to take my 180 degrees, all the angles in a triangle is 180, minus the 90 degrees, minus the nose, divided by 2. It is a 45 degrees. Rhombus and square, you can do it because it will become an isosceles triangle if you cut. But remember, parallelogram cannot. All right, parallelogram cannot, please. Like that. This is a parallelogram. Please don't do that. All right. You cannot say I take a ruler and I cut like that. All right. You cannot say that I take a ruler and cut like that. And when I cut like that, what happened? Is these two angles the same? Is this yellow and this angle yellow the same? They are not the same. They are not the same. All right, they are not the same. For rectangle and parallelogram cannot. Okay, so for a rectangle, it looks something like that. Okay, the corner here is 90. You cannot say that. You cannot say that if I take a line and cut it here. Okay, you cannot say that these two angles is the same. Here and here is the same. Is it the same? It's not the same. Okay, so this angle here probably is 90. All right, this angle here probably is 30. And the bottom one here is probably 60. Can you see now? The reason is because the length of the rectangle, the length and the breadth is totally different. The length is equal to the length, the breadth is equal to the breadth. But for a what? For the square and the rhombus, all four sides are the same. All right. What is the difference between a parallelogram and a rhombus? Just remember that, okay, rectangle and square, there's a difference, right, Rekha? Rectangle is the longer part whereby you have a length and you have the breadth. Okay, a square means what? All four sides are of equal length. All right, all four sides are of equal length. So a rectangle and a square, there's a difference, right? Rhombus and parallelogram also got a difference. All right, rhombus is all four sides the same. So rhombus is like the friend of a square. All right, whereby their four sides are the same. Parallelogram is the friend of a rectangle. All right, that's how I think about it. So a parallelogram got two long sides. So this and this is the same. And the two short sides. Can you see? But for a rhombus, all four sides are the same in length. Okay? So you need to understand a little bit about this rhombus and this parallelogram things. Okay? Okay, let's go into some of the examples. Okay, if not, we will not be able to finish this worksheet. Okay, come, let's go in. Okay, question 1. We're starting on question 1 only. Oh no. Sure cannot finish one. Okay, so down here, right, the figure below is not drawn to scale. QCBA is a straight line. PCR, they are both straight line. RBQ is an equilateral triangle. All right, equilateral triangle means what? I will put in this stroke. They say RBQ, RBQ. So this length here is the same as this length here, is the same as the length here. And the meaning of equilateral means what? All the angles is what? 180 degrees divided by 3 is equal to a 60 degrees. So this is the hidden information. So the corner for this triangle, can you see this yellow triangle here? All right, this yellow triangle here. All right, the corner here is 60. The corner here is 60. And the corner here, the whole thing here is 60. That's called an equilateral triangle. So if I have the information, I will usually put into my diagram. It gives me more clues, right? But you have to be very, very neat in your drawing. Huh? And they say the angle APC is 78 and PSR is 64. Okay, all this information down there already. Let's move on. The first part. PQRS. There's only one pair of what? There's only one pair of parallel lines. What is this shape called? All right, this shape is not called a parallelogram. It's not called a rhombus. It's called a trapezium. TRAPEZIUM. All right, you need to know this. For trapezium, there's only one pair of parallel lines. All right, only one pair. Rhombus, there's two pairs. All right, parallelogram, there is two pairs. All right, so answer is trapezium. It is. Okay. All right, so next one, how to find angle BRC. Let's take a look at where is angle BRC. Let's look for angle green. BRC. Oh, BRC is this small angle here. All right, can you see the shaded green color? All right, it's quite small. So you're looking for this shaded green color. So what you do? All right, for me, right, I will always look at the place. All right, for me, I will always look at the place where there's a lot of information. It's just like we have 64 here, we have 78 down here. Hey, can you see something? Can you see the U rule? Because they are parallel line, right? Can you see the U rule down here? Can you see this U rule? Because there's a pair of parallel lines, it simply means that this angle here plus this angle here, they are facing each other, right? They must add up to 180 degrees. So I purposely go and find this little angle here first, angle Y. I purposely go and find this little angle here first, can? All right, so I call it angle QPC. Okay, just for fun. All right, because I can. So I just go and find first because I don't know what to do also. So angle QPC. Angle QPC is equal to what? So angle QPC is equal to, remember, the two angles, right, the U rule, they must add up to 180 degrees, right? They must add up to 180 degrees. So you can simply take 180 degrees minus the question gives you a 64, minus another 78, the question gives it to you. And what happens? 180 minus 64 minus 78, answer will be a 38 degrees. So this top portion here will be a 38 degrees. So write it in, it's okay. Okay, thank you, Kavin, it's 38. All angles of the equilateral triangles are the same. Yes, correct, chocolate, you're right. Okay, so now with this 38 and this corner, do you see or not? This corner down here is what? I saw this 90 degrees down here. There's this corner down here means 90, right? So now I purposely look at this triangle, all right, QPR triangle. All right, I'm looking at QPR triangle. So sometimes if you get confused, right, maybe you can even draw your little triangle here. All right, this is your PQR triangle. Down here is 90. Down here is 38. Can I purposely go and find out what is this angle here? All right, so I can. Simply because all the angles in a triangle add up to 180, right? So I can go and find angle QRP is equal to 180 minus 90 minus 38. Okay, that will give me how much? 90 minus 38 will give me a 52 degrees. Okay, 52 degrees. So 52 degrees is this portion here, from here to here. Looking at the main diagram, 52 degrees is that portion. But the entire thing is supposed to be 60, right? The entire thing is supposed to be 60. So what do? All right, so you have to find angle BRC, the small angle down there. You take your 60 degrees, minus away your 52 degrees. And therefore your little green angle is equal to a 8 degrees. Can you see or not? And that's how you get the answer. All right, that's how you get the answer. All right, so moving on, let's look at part C now. So this 8 degrees, and let me just put it back now here, 8. All right, so now they're looking for angle cap, CAP. Where is angle cap, CAP? All right, I'm going to do it in orange, CAP. CAP is down here. Can you see this portion here? This is angle orange. Okay, how do you find angle CAP? Okay, so at this moment, I have to look around for more information again. Okay, so if I can find out what is this angle here, that would be great. All right, because this angle, I can take 180 minus my 78 minus my this angle to give me my orange shaded. This angle will be the same as this angle here, right? Why? Vertically opposite angle. So it's not 60 degrees, be careful. So looking at this smaller triangle here, so I zoom into this smaller triangle here. So sometimes if you cannot see, right, let me just draw it out for you. This is triangle CQR. CQR. This corner here is 60. Yes, correct. But be careful. Be careful. What is QRC? QRC is a 52. Down here is a 52. Be careful. All right, it's not a 60. And therefore, this angle thick, right, is how much? So angle QCR is equal to 180 because all the angles in the triangle add up to 180 minus 60 minus 52. All right, that should give you an angle of 68 degrees. Once you get this at 68, right, what can you do? You can say that this one is also 68 degrees. All right, you can say that angle PCA is also equal to 68. Why? Vertically opposite angle, like that. Okay, so what happens? Once you got 68 and 78, you can give a conclusion. Angle cap CAP is equal to 180 degrees minus the 68 and also minus the 78 that's given to you by the question. And therefore, your answer is 34 degrees. And that's how you find angles. All right, Shanice got flu. Ayo, take care, please. Yes. All right, Kavin is not, yes, answer is 68 for what? All right, 68 is for angle PCA. All right. So be careful. So the final answer is 34 degrees, correct? Okay. So angles, again, very easy to score. You must try to score it. All right. So quickly, for those who haven't write down this question, you might want to quickly take a picture of it. All right. I love to do angles, really. You got the same answer? Very good. All right, Brian, good job. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Question number 2. Your angle sign looks like letter L. Okay, this one is an angle. We call this angle. Oh, this is it? So sometimes, right, if you don't like to write like that, right, you can draw an additional stroke. All right, this is what you learn also. All right, you can draw an additional stroke like that. Like that also can. So angle can be represented as like that. All right, just in case you scared that your angle looks like L lah. All right, Shanice, you are having flu, right? Just take care lah, huh? Take some flu medicine. Not COVID, right? All right, please take care. Please take care of yourself, Shanice. Okay, moving on. Question 2. Okay, question 2, right? Actually, right, there is one problem. All right. So where is the problem? So now you all look at this question. Okay, I will tell you that this number is wrong. Can anyone tell me, all right, what is the correct number? All right, Shanice, I'm just kidding lah. I know that you don't have. All right, go and take some flu medicine and go and rest. That would be very good. All right, this number is wrong. All right, why is it wrong and what is the number? So can anyone tell me through the chat? All right, key in what is the number that is supposed to be. It's not 17. Yes, you can actually key in. Brian, key into the chat for me. All right. So this question actually, right, I purposely put it as a mistake because sometimes, right, who knows, right, in PSLE or in your Primary 5, right, your teacher will be asking you to what? Spot the mistake. Who knows? All right. Such question never come up before, I know. The question always give you this, then you go and find. All right. But sometimes your teacher say, this question got problem. I want you to spot the mistake. And now I specifically tell you that 17 degree, that is the mistake. What can it be? Wow. How to answer such a question? Can you see it? So your understanding of the what? Your understanding of angles must be very strong in order to what? In order to know where is the mistake. Can you see? All right. So this type of question, be careful. Sometimes, who knows? All right. They may ask in PSLE. And if they ask in PSLE, you know who it comes from. It comes from me first. All right. Some of you write 522, 660, all wrong. All right. Which one? Anyone? 30? No, Sophia, it's not 30. All right, this one, 17 is incorrect. That is the place that is incorrect. 25 is wrong. No, 73 is wrong. What can this number be? It's not 10. XRY, is it? XRY. Wait, because Kai Ting, because at this moment got this number that's wrong already. I think the rest might be affected also. All right, Brina, Boo. All right, it's not 10. All right, Sophia, it's not 20. You're guessing number, you see? Ayo, you need to have knowledge of the what? Of the rules. 45 is wrong. Okay, okay. I don't want to look at your answers already. All got it wrong already, so unhappy. Okay, so let's take a look. The first clue they say what? The first clue they say is PQRS is a square. So PQRS is a square means that down here the length, down here the length, down here the length, and down here the length is the same. Can you see? All right. And they did say that PXR is a straight line. Okay. Hey, they give you another clue. They say that PY is equal to SY. PY is equal to SY. So can you see that PY, right? PY got this double stroke. Double stroke, PY got this double stroke. It is the same as what? It is the same as SY. So SY down here, I put a double stroke. Is that okay? All right. PY and SY is the same. All right. So I put a double stroke. And remember, looking at the question gives me another clue. All right. The question says that PQY is an isosceles triangle. PQY, all right, means that down here, all right, is a double stroke also. Means that PQ and PY is the same length. Hey, if PQ and PY is the same length, right, check this out. Check this out. All right. Down here, PQ is the side of the square, which means that QR is equal to PQ, which means that SR is equal to PQ, which means that PS is equal to PQ. So they are all of equal rank. Wow. Yes. Brina Boo, you're right. 15 is correct. Smart. Are you a girl? Smart girl. All right. 15 is correct. Very good. Very good. None of you got it except her. The rest are guessing. Very good. Thank you. Thumbs up for you. Double thumbs up for you. That means you understand what is happening inside a square. Good job. The rest are just guessing. Math is not about guessing only, you know. You guess, you must also check, right? That's why it's called guess and check, right? Or you must have a basic understanding. What is the rules and all this before you can come up with an answer. Many of you are guessing, all right? That's very dangerous, all right? Oh, you never guess, then I'm sorry lah, all right? I jump into conclusions so much, so fast, all right? Those who never guess, my apologies, all right? But those who guess, you know lah, you know who you are, all right? Please, if you guess, must also check lah. And when you guess, must also make an intelligent guess, can? All right, so down here, right? Down here, what's happening is all the corners, right? All the corners is a 90, right? And looking at the square, look at this. Looking at the square, all right? Looking at the square, if you cut it halfway, just now I did draw, right? This is a square. If you cut it halfway, if you cut it halfway like that, the green line, remember the green line? Correct? This portion will be how much? This portion will be a 45 degrees. Is that true? This portion here will be a 45 degrees. And this corner here will be a what? This corner here will be a 90 degrees. Correct or not? For a square and a rhombus, you can. All right, for a square and rhombus, you can. When you cut in the center, all right, it becomes an isosceles triangle. The 2 years becomes 45, 45. And what do you see? Looking at the yellow triangle now. Look at the yellow triangle here. Isn't this a what? All the sides the same. If all the sides the same, they are what? Equilateral triangle, which means that down here, it must be a 60. Down here, it must be a 60. Down here, it must be a 60. But how come this is a 17? Something wrong. Can you see or not? That is the reason why this answer here is a 15. Because 60, right, minus the 45 is equal to a 15. It's not equal to a 17. So sometimes if the question asks you like that, where is the place that is wrong? All right, or how come 17 is wrong? What is the correct answer? Now, with all this reasoning, right, you will know why is it 15. Can you see or not? All right, you must understand the rules before you can attempt such a question. All right, so once again, if your PSLE asks you, all right, where is the part that is wrong and what is the supposed to be the correct answer? All right, for instance like that, right? Please remember, this type of question comes from me. All right, you never know how they will ask such question, right? So it's better to be prepared. Cool? All right, so now we have to take the answer as 15 already. All right, so this angle here is 15. The question is looking for angle PQY. Where's angle PQY? Angle PQY is this corner here. All right, this white color portion. Remember, isosceles triangle, the base, right, is the same. All right, so I purposely go and find this angle here first, which is what? All right, this angle here is how much? All right. If the whole thing, right, is 60, so angle QPY. Angle QPY, the corner is the 90, right? Is 90 degrees minus the 60 degrees. All right. That will give you what? That will give you a 30 degrees. So this angle here is a 30 degrees. And the two corner angles, how? Angle Y, angle shaded Y, angle PQY is equal to, same thing, the angle of the triangle, right, add up to 180. 180 minus 30, divide by 2. All right. So 180 minus 30 is 150. 150 divided by 2 will give you a 180, will give you a 75 degrees. All right. So that's your answer. That's your first answer. Angle PQY. Cool. So down here is 75. Down here is 75. All right, very good. All of you, yes, all get 75, 75, 75. Very good. So moving on, this is for part A. Moving on for part B, what happens? Find angle RSY. Where's RSY? RSY is angle rate. RSY. All right, RSY is down here, this portion here. All right, so what's the answer for RSY? Once again, right, the inside is what? All right, the inside portion is 60, right? 90 minus 60 is 30 lor. Can you see now? Angle RSY is equal to, the corner is 90, 90 degrees, all right, because it's a square. 90 degrees minus away the what? 60 degrees to give you a angle RSY, which is 30 degrees. Can you see? All right. So in a way, right, all these questions, right, they never touch the 17 degrees, luckily. Can you see or not? All right. So you can simply still find the answer. All right. If your understanding of the, the square, the properties of the squares and the parallel lines, all these are in place. Titus, what's wrong? You really don't know. Don't know which one. You want to ask? You want to check with me? All right, Titus? No? Okay, so as you can see, right, we are only on question 2, and there's few more questions, right? The rest will be homework, lah. Don't worry, lah. All right, but I feel that this lesson, right, I thought about some of the important things like your homework. Homework must do, lah. Right? When your homework, you done your homework, right, you can actually do a check. And at least you have a basic understanding where you get it wrong and all this. Can? And many of you are trying. That's good. Good job. All right. Then we also talk a little bit about the angles and all this. All right, the basic angles and what are the rules for a triangle, rectangle, and all this. Okay, good job. All right, and we answered 2 questions, question 1 and 2. Okay, so at this moment, right, hey, it's not, don't buy it, I still got time. All right, actually, it's supposed to be break time. Okay, so let me end off with the break time and also the end of the lesson. But before that, let's have a little game here. Don't guess, tell me what's the answer. All right, tell me the answer. What is question mark? And the rest, right? Wait. The rest, question 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 will be considered as homework. All right, because I have shown you all the what? I've shown you all the basic rules and all the rules regarding parallel lines already. So you should be able to attempt the next 5 questions, question 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 by yourself. All right, so the next lesson, right? The first thing we do is these 5 questions. Can? So this question, all right, 3 minutes for you. All right, what is the answer for question mark? Isra, you're getting to know me very well. She's afraid that I cannot finish what I want to teach next week. That's why I did say, right? I did say that for the pattern, right? Number pattern is either next week or the next week. So if you can understand from my clue, right? Next week we'll be doing a little bit of patterns, number patterns, and the number patterns will follow until the next week. All right, so can you please, yes, try to do this for fun, just for fun, all right, to find out what is the question mark at the end of the sentence. What is this question mark? Remember last lesson, I asked you about how many triangles, right? None of you got it. Titus 64 is incorrect. Try again. All right, actually everybody one chance only lah. All right, what's the answer? I keep quiet. You all say that I make too much noise, right? Neck too much. Answer is not 64. This one is math related also, just to let you know. Talk too much. 54 is wrong, Amelia. 139 is incorrect, Xiaolin. Shanice, you're okay, don't worry. 66 is incorrect. They are all equal. No lah, chocolate, you anyhow. You see? Anyhow. 540. Celine, you are the closest, but still quite far. 540 is wrong. You can, I mean, you want, you can try. Hey, Brina, 528 is wrong. Come on, Brina. Just now you solved the angle one. Come on, you can do it. 63 is wrong. 76 is wrong. There is a mistake. No! Where got so many mistakes one? If got mistake, I will tell you got mistake. Like the angles, I say that there's a mistake. And what is the supposed to be the correct number, right? Yeah. 214, Chloe, wrong. And 500, wrong. 680, wrong, but you're close. 500 is wrong. Sophia, I'm too shy to answer. No lah, you can just put a number. 880, why? Celine, you think that everything got 88 tuition inside? Yes, Isra, smart. One person is wearing a cap. Yes, 440 is wrong. 46 is wrong. Okay, that's it already. I think nobody will get it correct. Sophia, wow, you're the girl. Sophia is a girl, right? Good job, Sophia. You got it. My goodness. Yes, you're the number one. Sophia got it right. 690. Yes, Sophia Ong. You see? Ong power. Sorry. Steal your limelight. Good job, Sophia. 690 is correct. All right. So what is happening? What is happening is let's take a look at the bell. So down here got 1 bell, 2 bell, 3 bell, 4 bell, 5 bell, 6 bell. So if 6 bell is 60, 1 bell will be 10 lah. 10, 10, 10, 10, right? That will give you a what? 60, what? So 1 bell means 10. So down here got 2 bells. So down here got 10, 10 already. All right. The total is 30. So 30 minus the 10, 10 minus the 20 is 10. So 1 man is what? 5, 5. Can you see or not? So every 1 man is 5. So down here, man is 5. Correct? They must add up to a total 9. All right. They must add up to a total 9. So girl plus girl, there's 2 girl plus 5 is a 9. So 1 girl must be 2, 2. Correct or not? So the girl must be 2. The girl must be 2. The bell is 10, 10. All right. So what is 1 cap? 1 cap is how much? Total is 42. So 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22. 42 minus 22 is 20. So the 1 cap is 20. So the cap is 20. The cap is 20. The bell is 10. Down here, there's 1 girl, 1 boy, 1 girl, 1 boy. Girl is what? Girl is 2, boy is 5. Girl is 2, boy is 5. And the girl is wearing a hat, which is 20. So this portion here, right, got what already? 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 20 is 34. All right. So the center portion is 34. Then your 4 operations. Your 4 operations, do who first? Times or divide, times or plus first? Primary 5, primary 6, you learn this already. No excuses. You do the times first, right? Times is bigger than plus. So 34 times 20 is equal to what? 680, right? Must remember to plus a 10. So 680 plus n is 690. Yes. All right. So Sophia got it. Miss Ong, good job. Okay, so this is something which to keep your brain alert a little bit lah. All right. I know that today I spent a little bit of time talking to you guys about what is important in the PSLE and how to strategize a little bit. Try to motivate you guys with my PSLE scores and all this. All right, so I talk a lot. All right, but I think that all these are important things. All right, so for you guys, please, for the P6, you still have the chance of doing well. Okay, so don't give up the chance. For P5, yes, it's next year. All right, so take all this opportunity of learning, right, to gain, all this amount of time to go in to gain knowledge, all right, and always keep upgrading yourself. Don't give up. You can do it one. All right, then you can score even better than me. Can at least be better than me lah. Can. All right. So the next can let public can. What do you mean? All right. So the next lesson, right, we will continue with the few questions. Question 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 5 questions. Very fast one. Don't worry. Right. And we will also go into something called number pattern. I want to touch a little bit about number pattern also. Cool. All right. And for those who want to practice a little bit more on angles, right, for the P5, you can actually go to lesson 49 inside your 88 tuition package. For P6, you can go on to your lesson 40, all right, your 88 tuition package to practice more. So keep practicing, don't give up, and I'll see you next week the same time. All right. All right. So see you then, and be good. Don't be naughty. Okay, bye-bye.